Hi Planty Friend, I hope you're having a marvellous day. Today let's talk about what can go wrong with this plant here, which is a Callisia Repens Pink Panter, otherwise known as Pink Lady or Pink Bubbles. Let's talk about brown leaves. So brown leaves can be an indication the plant is not receiving consistent watering, whether that the plant is being overwatered or underwatered. If the plant is being underwatered, what will happen is the leaves will come brown, it will shrink, and the leaves will actually die. When it comes to overwatering, that's more sinister. That can actually kill the plant very quickly. And overwatering, what will happen is the leaves will go brown, it will go mushy and die. And yes, this plant can die very quickly from overwatering it. I've killed it once during winter, where I've watered it once, overwatered it, and the whole plant died. So this is my second one. And if you do find that you're overwatering the plant, the best way to actually save it is by propagation. If you want to know how to propagate this plant, I'll pop a link above and in the description area down below. And the best way to water this plant is to make sure that the soil is completely dry and before watering the plant, and making sure that the water comes out of the drainage hole and get rid of all the excess water. When it comes to brown stems, so there's a few things that can cause browning of the stems. If you let this plant trail, like this one here, the sheer weight of the top stems can actually crush the stems below and cause the stems to go brown and wilt and die. Also, the other part is, if you do find that the stems are going brown and mushy, it can be indication of root rot, because this plant is prone to root rot from overwatering. And if you do see that's root rot, there's a couple ways to save it. Either repot the plant, get rid of all the root rot, and root rot looks like brown, mushy. It's really disgusting, it's kind of slimy as well, and it has a funky smell to it. So cut all the root rot away and repot it in a soil mixture that's more well draining. So something that consists of 50% premium potter mix and 50% cacti soil, and you can add a bit of perlite into it, and also maybe popping it into a pot that's a terracotta pot or an unglazed ceramic pot, because that will help to draw out the moisture of the moisture in the soil as well more quickly, compared to like this plant here, which is in a plastic pot. When it comes to things like yellow spots on the leaves, yellow spots on the leaves can indicate that the plant is being burnt by sunlight. So it's receiving too much sunlight. Even though this is a type of succulent and it can't withstand low light situation, neither does it like direct harsh afternoon sunlight, because that can burn the leaves. So moving away from that sunlight source, putting it in the area that receives more indirect sunlight can help. This plant, I find it can receive a couple hours of direct morning sunlight, but definitely not afternoon sunlight. When it comes to lack of pink coloring on the leaves or white variegation on the leaves, and the leaves becoming more green, it's an indication that the plant is receiving not enough sunlight. So moving it towards an area that receives more indirect sunlight will help. And the green leaves is basically just because the plant wants more chlorophyll in the leaves to produce more nutrients. So if you like more pink leaves, then definitely pop it in the area that receives more indirect sunlight. When it comes to things like leggy growth, so if you like your plant to be bushy, leggy growth can occur from a couple of things. First of all, the plant might be root bound, so it doesn't have enough soil. It's just, there's no area for the plant to expand. The other part is that the plant is not being pruned regularly. So this plant here, I've left it trail for a long time. I haven't pruned it for ages. And so what happens is that because of that, there's some areas, some of the stems, there's not a lot of leaves on it, and sometimes the plant become more leggy. So if you prune it, what will happen is that the plant will produce more stems and more branching of the stems as well, to make it look more bushy and less leggy. When it comes to things like kind of like a dull coloring or tiny small leaves, that can indicate once again the plant is root bound, or it can indicate that the plant doesn't have enough nutrients, so not enough fertilizer. So even though this plant is a type of succulent, it still needs its fertilizing because it can have rapid growth, especially if it's receiving enough indirect sunlight. So fertilizing, what I do with my plant is that I do fertilize it once a month with a reduced concentration of liquid fertilizer. I tend to use a product called Weed the Wild because I find that product is fantastic, and I'm not sponsored by that product, I just happen to like it. But or a well-balanced liquid fertilizer, anything that's available for yourself in your area is good. Just try to reduce the concentration because you don't want to burn the roots, because burning the roots can kill the plant. And that's all the care tips and things that can go wrong with this plant. It's a super easy plant. It's not prone to pests or anything like that I find. But if you do find that your plant has other issues, please leave a comment down below and I'll answer your questions. If you have any tips of your own to rectify any issues with this plant, I'd love to hear about in the comment section down below. And yeah, if you did enjoy this content and it was helpful, please help your planty girl out and hit the likes button, subscribe to the channel so I can create more content for your entertainment and viewing. Enjoy the rest of the day. Have a fantastic time. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.